हरिः कर्ता।
So next method that we have in our pipeline is dropping columns with more than 60% of missing data is also a data cleaning technique or handling that missing data handling method. So this involves removing columns from a data frame if they have a high percentage of missing or nan that's not a number values. The threshold of 60% is arbitrary and can be adjusted depending on the specific requirements of the analysis or modeling task. So the rationale behind this approach is that columns with a large percentage of missing data may not provide meaningful insights or may introduce noise into the analysis or modeling process. By removing such columns, we can reduce the complexity of the data and potentially improve the accuracy and interpretability of the analysis or model. So let's look into this illustration. So this is our data set. It's again a customer data which consists of 5 columns. Out of that, in salary column, there are 3 values are missing. Okay, total 4 rows. Out of that, 3 values are missing. Now 60% is more than 60% of data is missing with this column. So what we can do now when most of the column is empty? So then simply we will remove that column itself. Simply we'll remove that column itself. You can see that the salary column itself is completely removed. Remaining, of course, we have a nan in age, we have none in gender, but we are not much worried. We will do some imputation technique to replace them. But when it comes to salary, column, the column itself, because 60% of data is missing, so that's why I removed that column. So now you have only 4 columns. The salary column has been completely removed. So now let's take one example for this to have a better understanding. So let me execute this, and this is the data set I want to use here. So let's display the original data frame to have a look. So let's display the original data frame. So print original data frame. So print, that's df, and this is our original data frame. It consists of 4 columns. Out of that, one is most of the values are missing in one column. That's a salary column. Okay, let's move ahead. Now let's calculate the percentage of missing that in each column. Let's calculate the percentage of missing data in each column. So missing percentage is equal to df dot is null, and again I'm going to go for sum, divide it everything by length of df, total length of df, and then 100. And if you just want to check the value there, missing percentage, and this is what name column, 0 missing in name column, age 25% of data is missing, gender 25% of data is missing, salary 75% of data is missing, and city 0% of data is missing. Okay, so now how much amount of data is missing is clear. So now let's move ahead with further steps. Now let's drop columns with more than 60% of missing data. Now let's drop columns with more than 60% of missing data. Okay, so threshold for us is equal to 60, and columns to drop is equal to missing percentage of if it is greater than threshold, then index. That's it. Now let's put everything. Let's bring it back. So df columns to drop is done. So now if you want, okay, there is some name error. Let me cross check. Missing percentage is clear. Okay, here is some issue. Missing percentage additional. Yeah, this one. Got. Yeah, that's it. Now df dot drop, and what we want to drop, which columns is equal to columns to drop, and then we want to do it in place and keep the access one, and that's it. All done. Now it's time to display the data frame after dropping columns. Display the data frame after dropping columns. So print data frame after dropping columns, and then print df, and here it is. This is your original data frame, and then here the salary column itself is gone. So in this example, we calculated the percentage of missing data in each column using the is null method to create a Boolean mask, and then divide the sum of true values by the length of the data frame and multiply by 100 to get the percentage. We then identify the columns with more than 60% of missing data and drop them using the drop method. So with the columns and in place parameters, the resulting data frame after dropping the column is displayed here. You can see. Okay. So that's how we use this method to drop the columns whose data is missing more than 60%. So in this, so here, if you see this one, again, this method will also have some implications. So you have to be very careful when or before deleting any column completely. Okay.